YouTube, what's going on? She got Professor Smell Good, and we back. All right. Today's topic is how to sell oils down south, specifically in really hot weather that is 100 plus or 102 plus. How to sell oils in very hot weather that is 102 degrees plus. Okay. Now, very good question, by the way. And what made me come up with this is because one of my students, right? He's in Dallas, Texas, okay? And he told me, he said this whole week it's 108 degrees. He said it's scorching hot. Not the dry heat, humidity, okay? And he said it's so hot out there, the people is out there just laid out in the shade. And it's hot even in the shade. So it made me say, okay, well, let's come up with some type of lesson of how to actually sell oils in really hot weather, okay? And this is how you do it. I'm talking specifically outside. Not in the inside, not in the flea market, in the outside, okay? Now, there's two instances in which most people, they sell oils outside when it's really hot. Stationary, when they're standing still, that's number one. Number two, stationary when they stand still. Number two is when they're on the move, more specifically walking or with the shotgun shell holder, or with the cart, like Mr. Smell Good, Look Good, like and Mr. Sense, for example. Let's take the cart, very first example. I want to address that first. If you got a cart, in that cart, the day before you get out, every single morning, first and foremost, you want to watch the news and see exactly how y'all doing today. Free samples in the oils, free samples. Free samples for you, man? Take 1 second. Smell good. How y'all doing today? Excuse me, can I ask you a question? Right, King David? You love to smell good. And I guarantee you make you smile. Okay, this one here is called Sexy and Lavender. That's top seller right there for the ladies. Right there. They got them for $5. It's about last 2 months and a half. I do have a lot. I'm every weekend too. Alright, make sure you rub it in too. Alright, thanks for stopping. Appreciate it. Alright, so it's when it's really hot. Smell good, smell good. Alright, so when it's really hot, you know, so when you actually have the cart, what you do is every single morning before you actually get out, you want to get a case of water every day. A case of water, freeze it at night. When you come out the next morning, you got the cart, right? You got your cart with the oils in there, okay? How's it going now? Alright, so you take the top off of the cooler, right? You want to put it in a cooler, right? So therefore, it doesn't get all of your products wet. It would just only get the cooler wet in the inside, okay? You understand? All right, so you put it in the cooler, you unzip the top of the cooler, flip the top so the heat can come inside and it can actually melt the ice, you see? So it can melt the ice, and what happens is, by an hour, like an hour, you would have one of them that would be able to drink. You would drink at least maybe 2 ounces of water, okay? That would be enough to quench your thirst, keep you from actually dehydrating. So, but that same bottle of the bottle of water, you drunk 2 ounces of it, or you know what I'm saying, or not even 2 ounces of it. Let's say 40% of it, okay? 40% of it. All right, you drunk 40% of the water, and so you still got 60% left. And the reason why you can't drink 60% is because it's ice; it hasn't fully melted yet. All right, so you want that one? Well, I was making a video. Now y'all good? Y'all want to be in? Y'all want to be on YouTube? Huh? Oh no, I'm gonna let it play. Section Lavender.
Well, she want to spend some more variety.
More variety? Sure.
Which one is this guy woman?
That's for the women right there. Section Lavender. Top seller right there. That one.
Like something in a bag for like.
That's a Candy Kisses for you right there. Smell good? Alright. Which one of these you like? Okay. I'm gonna get to you in a minute.
What's the first one you showed?
This is right here.
That's it right
Yeah,
there?
that's it right here. Same one.
I'm gonna wait.
You gonna wait?
I'm gonna wait. Yeah, you want something?
Don't you want to smell good for her?
But she don't want to smell good for me, so I ain't got to smell good for her. We can be smelling funky together. That's how I get down.
Oh, come on. She want to smell. I'm gonna tell her how I know she want to smell good. When I gave her a free sample, I didn't even know she had dimples until I put it on her. She smiled.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
So you don't want that?
I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
So should I wait?
You can wait if you want.
All right. Well, here's my card. I'm here every weekend. So whenever you guys ready, just give me a call. All right?
Oh, yeah, you know it.
All right. All right. So back to the lessons. I'm gonna let y'all know what that was about. Indirect. I'll be here tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow for 10 to 4.
I completely forgot you was coming up here this weekend.
Okay.
I wasn't even supposed to be coming up here, but I'm kind of glad I did because I see you.
That means he was broke. I'm talking about something else. I'm making a lesson. Teaching people how to sell oil. But that means that the person didn't have any money. You know what you just saw, not you, but the one before. I'm just letting them know how to be able to identify what kind of customers ready to spend, what they like, if they got money or not. There are certain signs that will let you know. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so, but yeah, I'll be here tomorrow. Take your cards? I'll be a rich man. Hey, listen, maybe I should look into that too. Maybe I should call and make some phone calls and say, listen, I sell fragrance. Is there any way you guys have a loophole where I can actually get the cash off the bridge card?
Right.
Because you know you got the cash when you got the the food stamp for,
Like how
EBT.
they do the fish market and stuff.
Right. But that's because that's cold food.
What you got new over here?
Incense oils.
Incense.
Incense, okay. Strawberry whipped cream, top seller.
Oh, shit. That shit sounds delicious.
Boy, I'm talking about you gonna smell no wood smell. Watch the reaction.
I mean, I'm going to be back over here tomorrow.
You gonna be back away for that one?
I'm be
Sure.
so.
All right, my man. Hey, good stuff. Hey, I appreciate you stopping, man. All right, sure. All right. So, how you doing, man? Ralph is right there. All right, so what you want to do is you want to untop it, so, after an hour, 40% of the water is going to be melted, drink it. Boom. Another hour, another 40% is going to be melted, drink it. Boom, you got 20% left. Another hour, 20% is going to be available to drink the rest of that. Boom, how you doing today, man? Can I give you a free sample real quick? It's going to take you 1 second. I know you're in a rush. You want to get back home. Enjoy your week, but this is called Section 11. Now, this fragrance is only for women that love to smell good like yourself. I can't give everybody this, because everybody will not smell good like you. And I got these on sale for $5. Too much for you? Can I give you my card? All right, my name is Professor Snowboard. Thank you, sign it. All right, so here we go. So what you do is, if you by that entire day, if you let that water, if it's that hot outside, the whole case of water is going to be melted, okay? But you're going to be drinking cold water the whole entire day, which means you're going to be fully hydrated the whole entire day. That's the main concern that you need to be worried about. Also, get a wet towel, and keep it cold. And I'm going to show you how to keep it cold. Keep it on top of your head. Keep your head cool. I'm going to show you how to do that. How you doing? All right. Excuse me. Can I ask you a question? You love to smell good, right?
Right.
I got a fragrance that will make you smile.
What is that?
This one here is called Sexy and Lavender. Top seller for the ladies right here. Now, this fragrance right here is only for classmates. I can't give this to everybody.
How much is it?
This is $5.
Okay. Can I get you when I come out?
Sure could. What about you? You know I ain't gonna need you out.
So so think of some kind of deals I need if I need three.
I got you.
All right.
All right. So now here's the key. Now, so what happens is when a situation like that happens, I lost my train of thought. I hate when that happens. Okay, so when you drink, you want to stay hydrated. Okay, there it is. You want to stay hydrated. Put a towel on your head. I'm gonna teach you another technique. Put the towel on your head, but also get some peppermint oil and put sprinkles of the peppermint oil on the towel, okay? On the towel, all right? Put the sprinkles of the peppermint oil, maybe 3 drops of peppermint oil on the towel, okay? And rub it real good. Fold it and rub it real good like this. And then When it's cold, put it on top of your head. When it warms up, put it flat. Put it flat on top of the case of the frozen water bottles. You see how that works? It makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Right? When it gets cold again, boom, put it on top of your head. Warms up, gets cold, boom, put it back on the water bottles, back on your head. I mean, back on the case of waters, boom, back on your head. Process. So you got something there that will actually make that rag cold all day. So you hydrating yourself with water, cold water. Okay, that's one. That will keep you from sweating. That's one. Two, because if you're using regular water, room temperature water, it's not going to really make you stop sweating like that. Cold water, it will. But if you don't got that cold rag on top of your head, then it will cool you off until after the water, gets into your system and you get heated again, and then guess what? You start sweating again. But when you put the towel on your head and you're drinking, right, you're staying cool. And your body's staying cool when you drink the water. And the peppermint oil is making your head stay cool as well. The coolness of the rag and also the coolness of the peppermints. Peppermint that will open up your pores, right? You see how that works? It makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? All right. So that's what you're going to do if you got a wagon, okay? Now, when it comes to walking around selling oils, okay, that can be really tricky. That can be very, very, very tricky because you don't have anything, that you're pushing. See, when you got a push cart, you got something that you're actually dragging. So you got room to put a case of frozen water, frozen spring water. You see what I'm saying? But when you're walking around selling oils, you got a backpack, that can actually weigh on you because you're walking around all day with a backpack on your back that have frozen case of water. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes for some people, it can hurt your back. Carrying that stuff all day, it can actually put strain on your back. All right, that's the pros and cons of it. But it is possible. And also the thing too, it keep your back cool. That's a good part about it, keep your back cool because the water is actually frozen. Okay. Now, if you don't have a backpack, what you want to do is you want to just every single hour, you want to go to a place, maybe McDonald's, get a large cup. I would prefer you get large cups of water as opposed to actually getting large juices because juice is not really gonna, it's not gonna hydrate you like water will. Go somewhere and drink a whole lot of water every single hour to keep yourself hydrated because obviously you're walking around and you sweating and you're burning calories. You gotta replenish and put that water right back in you. Have a good day, man. All right, you want to replenish and put that water right back in you. All right. Now, as far as a person, the very last one is somebody that's actually outside. That has a table they set up outside selling oils outside, but it's still hot. What you want to do with that is you want to get a tent.
When Ralph come back, tell him I had to go.
Okay, I think he's right there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's not in it? Okay. All right, so you want to do is you want to get a tent, okay? You want to get a tent, have a table, have a chair where you can sit down, okay? And you want to have a tent, one of those large tents, right? They cheap. You can buy it for like $70, $80. Get you a large tent that, will actually develop a really nice shade for you, okay? But also, the shade is not going to do enough because what you want to do is you want to have shade, but you also want to have a case of frozen water on the side, right? So what you want to do is take that case of water, bring it outside of the shade of your tent and put it directly in the sun so it can melt. So when it melts, guess what? You got water. So that's the way you do that. That's pretty much it. She got Professor Smell Good. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this is beneficial to you guys out there selling oils out there when it's really hot outside. Don't give up, man. Be consistent. Be persistent. Be patient. Okay, be creative. Okay, you can make it happen. Don't let the sun deter you. The sun is just a test. Just a test to see how hard you really want to take this oil game to the next level. Be creative, okay? If people in Detroit, like here in Detroit, they get real cold, they get out and they sell oils, and it's cold outside, then obviously down south or any place that's really hot, you can also create an alternative to do so as well. Thank you guys for watching. You guys, Professor Smell Good. Thank you.